That's right. This episode is AI generated. This is not really me talking. I am a figment of Brooker's imagination.
Are you? I mean, if it's AI, then it's not really figment of any. Like
This is the Broken English Brothers podcast. I'm your co-host Brooker, and this is
I'm Carter. I'm Carter.
my co-host.
Did I ever tell you about that time where I was at work and one of my coworkers was like, "Yo, English, check this out. Check this out." I was like, "What is it?" I felt like an old person, even though that they were like this person doing this was like 60 or in their 60s. Like, look at this, and they show me a video, and it's a Roomba, and it's just like moving around. He's like, "Whoa, that's crazy! That's like a vacuum cleaner." I was like, "Oh yeah,
that like 15-year-old technology."
This was like last year or a year ago or 2 years ago, and I was just like, "Oh, okay. What is it?" She's like, is that all crazy? That thing's like moving around, and I was just like the Roomba?
You never heard of it?
She's like, the vacuum thing. Like, she didn't know what Roomba was either.
So did you have to explain her? Like, yeah, this has been around
I
for a
didn't know how to
while.
engage. I was just like, I'm like, is it the fact that it's like moving? Or like, what is the? I don't even. It's been around so long.
Well, but it is cool. If you've never heard of it, it's cool technology, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like we're so far ahead with our technology that like Brooker, have you heard of these cassette tapes? And it's just like,
it's a little
well, yeah,
different.
my mind can immediately assume
Well,
we have a way to
for me,
record.
because I know about technology. Maybe she doesn't, but
She's showing it on my iPhone, on her
well,
iPhone.
okay, but that's the thing. But
It's just like you have a.
that's been like integrated into like, oh yeah, everybody knows
life,
about
I
that.
guess.
Her life, like she's familiar with.
I feel like when it's just like we have AI drones, like computer operatable like drones.
It's
like I would imagine it's like, well, yeah, they probably would have the technology to make something as like a freaking
okay,
Roomba.
but consider this is that maybe part of it is that it's consumer grade, right? Like, because you could buy that, you're not gonna be able to buy like an automated drone. That
I don't know what the surprise is. It's like it wasn't even moving around. It was just against the wall. Like,
well, because it's I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know
not
either.
her.
I was like confused. I'm like, what is she trying to show me? And I kept asking, I'm like, what is it? What's the crazy thing in the video? She's like, I mean, you see it, right? You see it? And I'm just like, are you talking about the
room?
the Roomba, the vacuum? She's like, yeah.
So let me tell you this little tangent. I remember my dad when I was moving into this house. I was like, oh yeah, I need to go shopping for a vacuum or whatever. And he's like, oh, you should get a Roomba or whatever, like an automated one. I was like, no, I don't like that because then you gotta, it's just inconsistent. Might not get it, whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, all right, you might regret it, whatever. And now I'm like, I despise vacuuming. Like
I despise vacuuming.
It's really not even that difficult. It's just the
it's
cord
a
that
hassle.
pisses me off.
Well, it's the hassle of getting out your vacuum out of the room, plugging it up, and then going through.
Well, yes, but what
and
they
it's
should
loud
do,
and
maybe it exists, they should get, all they have to do to make vacuuming a breeze, right, manually, is make it so the cord is like extendable.
They have that, yeah.
You think they do?
I know they do.
Whoa!
Yeah. That's like the same degree. It's just like
Whoa, they have
yeah, they have that.
See? But you see, that's
no,
not
that would.
crazy.
I would be like, how do you not know about that?
Well, I'd be like, because I never see they're onto this, like this problem I have. That's crazy. Maybe she despises vacuuming too, and she's like, this problem is now fixed for me.
But like, if you never heard of like if you, because that to me is like you just thinking is like, I don't know why the companies don't get on to using the extendable cords.
What, have you ever seen one? I feel like I've never seen an actual extendable cord.
There's ones that are battery powered, where like you take off the battery pack and you put it on there. Like you don't even have a cord.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I'm just like, is that really hard to grasp that idea? Be like,
No, I get what you're saying.
Julie, get over here. Get over. Hey,
You gotta see this.
Check this out. Check this out. What? They put the battery on the vacuum.
Okay, but to be fair, consider this.
I'll tell you this. I did have that moment with the Steam controller. Have you heard about this?
I was gonna say the Steam Deck because that I feel like the Switch
You want to hear
is
even
whatever.
something crazier?
The Switch?
The Steam controller.
What about?
And they'll probably do this with the Steam Deck. Do you know what the puck is?
What do you mean the puck?
So you charge the puck, and it's just a magnet thing, and it's just like, so you don't have to hook up the cord. You just put the puck on the back of the controller, and it charges it back up. So you have like 35 hours of use of just the controller, and it's just like, oh shoot, it's running low on battery. I'm charging the puck. You take out the puck and you just put it on there. It's just like I don't know. I'm just like, why have I never like?
You haven't seen that before? It's just wireless charging.
It's a wireless charger. Yeah, that's magnetic.
And
it's just like,
can you believe it?
It wasn't. Can you believe it? This is crazy. It wasn't that. It was like, that's a good idea. It was like, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we've had the technology. Like, I'm not blown away with the technology of like, what? Oh man, and I thought being on the moon was trippy. You know, it's just like, what?
Well, it's all, maybe that's how she is with everything.
But it's also, it was like this weird video. It was like, it looked like some found footage video. I was just like, what is happening?
I don't know.
Like, I thought like there was a
I'm
ghost in the video or something. I was just like,
have you seen those ghost shows?
Yeah,
They're
a little bit.
So her mom watches them and stuff. So
what's your mom like? Is she
No, not really.
all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. But
Okay.
she watches a lot of like true crime.
She's a normal human. She just believes in ghosts.
That's apparently a very common
It's a
thing in
common
the
thing,
United States.
Yes. But like I'll watch
I mean, it's not
these
that much
shows,
of a leap if you
and
believe in the concept of souls, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But legit, like, so I guess they use the Kinect, you know, the Xbox Kinect.
Not the Kinect thing. Yeah.
Dude, it's so awesome.
I know.
Did you see that?
Did you see that? Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yes. I mean, my favorite's the South Park where they start pissing themselves. What is happening? It's like.
But no, like it really feels like a parody. I'm like, is this like it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I know
don't know. I mean, here's the thing: is like there's nobody who offers anything to appeal to the ghost factor except these low life grifters. So it's just like, and you know, obviously they're not going to put work into their craft. So it's just like, here it is, and so you just have people with the Kinect, and it's just like, well, I think I bet some people have had some weird technical glitches on a Kinect. Let's pretend like it's a ghost thing or something.
Well, it's like, and they stretch it like this. These are shows that go on for like, you know, however many seasons, and it's like how much I don't know, like because it's just reusing the same.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it. So we got some food in between this and last week's episode, which we filmed back to back, and we got some food in between the shots, and we were kind of talking about that of just like. I don't know. Sometimes it is just disappointing, like what people kind of buy into.
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so we can move on. I have all these.
I didn't mean
bunch
to
of
down
topics.
it. I'm sorry, but
No, you're good. But I have a bunch of topics. Most of them you're not gonna find interesting, but they're interesting because of where they came from, right?
Okay.
Which goes in.
I just. The puck thing, that's like cool, right? It's not like the wireless chargers, like you have to still have corded. It's just like you just like slip on this thing and it charges it, and you take it out and then charge it again and then put it back on. I mean, it's just like I don't know why nobody's done that before.
I need to see it because to me, I'm like, it sounds like a step backwards. Like
what? Like you can charge it on the thing, but if you're just like, oh, I don't want to have it corded. You can either plug it in. You can plug it in, but if you don't want to have it corded, you can just put this thing in the back of it that it can operate with or without.
Okay, so imagine this, right? So back in like 2011,
yeah,
right, when we played Xbox, there's just the battery pack on the back, and you just do recharge. You just have a little charging station.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be crazy if it like had 8 times long battery life, but then on top of it, if you took out the battery pack out of the Xbox controller, it would still operate for at least another 8 hours. It's like, yeah, why did we take so long to make something like that?
I still don't feel like it's that like it's anything that crazy.
It's not. That's the part. The crazy part to me is just like, wow, you know, why have they taken as long as they?
That technology basically like it already exists.
I know. It's just why is it taking
like one step?
Yeah, why is it taking this long to like just have something that neat?
Because it's really not even that useful. Like you're just adding weight to it, if anything. I actually starting to hate the idea personally.
No, because it's like again, you're going from like your Pro controller or something probably has like
40 hours.
40 minutes.
No.
The Pro controller, the wireless Pro for
yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, like mine has like probably 30 when I first got it, like 30, 40 hours.
What?
The Wii U controller legit would last for like 80 hours on a single charge. Like speaking from experience, like and with with Sequoia.
I have to charge them every time I use them.
The Pro controller?
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
Also, why would you not? Is it really that big of a deal to just charge it whenever you're not using it? So
you have to allocate space for it, and that's the issue. Is like,
well,
I'm kind of
that's why
confined on
then
space
you get a
right
charging deck. I don't know. To me, like
now.
I feel
it's like $80 to
you're
get a charging
you're
deck.
your coworker. Where I'm just like, this is really nothing new. It's not anything interesting.
No, it is new because there's nothing that does this. That's the crazy part to me. It's not that it's super innovative or anything. It's just like, oh, cool, that's going to be really helpful. It's like just if somebody were to give me like a free wireless battery pack, which I already have because of how useful they are. But
yeah, it's like just buying another.
But it's just like it's a useful thing to have. It's just like
it's neat. It's
and
not
I don't know
neat.
why any other I can't buy that anywhere. I can't buy something that has like a puck that I can like
no, those exist.
For like 8-bit Do controllers.
Yeah, I think so. I remember when I was like really big into Xbox, there was like a thing where you could you're basically buying like another battery pack that you can just put on. That sounds very familiar to me.
Huh,
like you could put like it's like an extension thing. So like it's like a second battery basically. And then
okay, so they have done it.
There's like
because I never find it like on like any of the controller websites I use, and I know it's like, well, how many? I really enjoy controllers, and I really enjoy like.
Are you buying a Steam controller?
I have.
Are you on the wait list?
No, I mean it's $100.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't have the money for it. It seems like the perfect controller, like I definitely. I mean the touchpad things.
I'm gonna wait till because you remember the original Steam controller. What was that called?
Steam controller.
So they're just the same name.
Yeah, I think it was the old.
Well,
version.
I still have that piece of crap.
You say it's a piece of crap. I know
neat.
it's clunky,
It's
but
neat.
keep in mind it did get us to what the Steam Deck is.
Yes, the Steam Deck, and then also what the new Steam controller is.
Yeah.
But like, when you go to the Steam Deck, it's hard to go back because what I love about the Steam Deck is that you do have the joystick, right? And that controller doesn't have it. It only has the whatchamajig.
It was a clunky execution, but it was very important, and it got us to where we were, and for that I will always be grateful.
I appreciate it, and I have like controllers, like because I have like a little shelf with all like controllers and stuff, and so I appreciate it for what it is. But like,
do you have like a collector? Like, do you have every controller that's come out, like the popular ones? You should. That would be a cool like little thing to get.
Well, I have like
the NES, the Super
I was thinking
Nintendo,
about
the
that.
Sega Genesis, and
I guess I shouldn't call it a collection. I just have a bunch of controllers.
you have the expensive ones. Now you just need to get the collector ones.
I was thinking, well, and you know, Nintendo, to their credit, is doing a good job of that because you can buy like the Bluetooth N64 control, Bluetooth GameCube, Bluetooth.
They do cool stuff. And here's the thing, just to go back on why I love controllers. I just really find hardware, especially for video games, I just find it really fun to play and tinker around with. I really love the mixture of hardware and software. I like the Raspberry Pi. Like I love my Raspberry Pi. It's so neat. It's like a little special toy that I have. I don't use it a whole lot, but I really get excited about it when I think about it.
Yeah.
And controllers are one of those things where it's just like sometimes I have to fight off the urge to just buy a controller when it's just like I don't have the money for it right now. And then on top of it, like I already have enough controllers.
The PS5 controllers probably.
Is it really good?
I'd say it's one of the best that I've used. Just
really?
Between the feel, what it can do, like that, the haptic
what can it
feedback.
do versus the Xbox? Because in my mind, the Xbox is still the same as what it was with the Xbox 360. Which I'm sure it has new features.
So the Xbox is, I haven't used like the series, because I think we're currently on the Series X or Series XS or something. Their naming is so terrible.
That is terrible, but it's just like...
Because it went like Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then Xbox
which,
Series
honestly,
S.
again, calling it Xbox One...
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I guess bleep that. Can you bleep that? Can we put a marker down for that? But no, I'm serious. Like, it's just like... It is like, oh, so you're one of those, like, I mean, it really just goes to show, it's like, oh, you, like, whoever makes the decisions, it's just like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, no, seriously. I mean, there's so much agreeability, or I can't even think of the right word, but just PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. You know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
The PS5 Pro, because the Xbox Series S is the same generation, but it's like less.
Yeah,
powerful.
but here's the thing: there's the Xbox One, but then they made the Xbox One Series X.
No, they made the Xbox One S. That's what
the
it's
Xbox One S, and then the Xbox S.
No, then the Xbox
Series what?
S.
I mean, it's just like this is. I should never have to have this stupid conversation.
No,
I should never.
I ran into this problem when I was trying to buy one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, and I bet you a lot of people freaking have. It's the stupid thing. How many people grew up with your grandma? It's like, Mom, can you get me a Nintendo or a Nintendo game? And it's like, oh, I got you Carnival games. That's a Nintendo. It's for a Nintendo. It's like, this is for a PlayStation. It's like, yeah, game console. That Nintendo means game console. And it's just like, all right, I want an Xbox Series S. Did you say S? X? X. X. Okay. So it's like, and the fact that it's S and X, which sounds similar already, and it's just like, oh, but this one's one, and then it's just like, I want an Xbox One. Oh, the first one, the old one, gotcha. I mean, it's just like,
no, it's
just to cause confusion. I mean, it's just like, freaking die.
I don't know.
It's just like, I honestly am like angry somebody was paid to ever make that decision, and I don't know. It does actually get me a little bit fired up, and I don't know what real world consequences should happen to that person, because this is like, it is an injustice that they got paid.
It is not someone has to do something.
It's not that far, but like, not only should that have guy lost his job, he should never be allowed to make as much money as he made.
They're like rebranding, because they're reeling back on Xbox, and they're going to be doing like new logo. I got to show you that. I'll show it after. But
well,
we got to move on. Though. We got a busy schedule. We got a busy schedule.
Whatever. But hang on, because like I heard, what is their MO right now? Because I remember they were just like, we give up. PC all the way.
Yeah.
I'm hearing they're pulling back from that. And they're like, actually, you know what?
We're
doing good now that we said that.
Yes.
So
they're going back to console exclusives, limited time windows. So it's like, oh, this is only on Xbox for however long, and then it goes to PC.
Yeah, I'm curious about the decision making for that. It's like, was it just them giving up did so well for them, and they're like, oh, well, actually, since we're doing well, we can
I think
greedy again.
I'm not sure, because they've been reeling back on a lot of stuff. Like, if you remember, they increased the Xbox Game Pass price.
I heard they
and then they brought it back down, because oh crap. So like, everyone kind of generally agrees, it's like Xbox does not seem to know what the hell they're doing in the gaming market, right? Their software is good, they're making good software, but on how they're delivering it,
is it like any crazier than like anything else?
I mean no, but
yeah, like, that's I don't know if it was you I was talking to, but it's just like, I think the console, I don't know,
the console war is over.
Yeah, and it's like over the same way like Vietnam was over, where it's just like
they're still kind of going, like you never
nobody won. Like, everybody's screwed over. There is no winners or losers in war. There's people who may take over somewhere or something, or may do this, or may be completely genocided. I don't know, but like,
Vietnam War is a perfect metaphor.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the console war is over, because there's not going to be consoles anymore. It's just going to be computers.
No, there's
and then maybe Nintendo will still be doing their thing.
Okay, so that was another thing, was that I heard Xbox, they were trying to make, basically, it's like, no, it's just a PC, but they're branding it as like, oh, this is the Xbox Home or something like that.
Which, fine, if they want to do it, but it's just like, I know what it is. Like, that's them leaving the console race. And that begs the question, if Nintendo's the last one in the console race, does that mean they win or they lose? Like, it's just
that
like,
means they win. Like, Monopoly.
They win in the same sense of like, everybody else jumped ship before it sank.
Yeah, that war of attrition.
Sort of. I mean, I'm still on the sinking ship. Why they got away on the rafts.
It's not a sinking ship, though. Video game industry is still growing.
We're not talking about video games. We're talking about consoles.
But yeah, the Switch 2 is still doing really well.
Is it?
Yes, they're
and here's the thing:
they're
it's
doing
like, let's say it is
price increase, and so people are like panic buying.
Well, I'm hearing that's only for North America. I don't know that has anything to do with our awesome tariffs, which somebody told me they done away with and they changed their mind. I
Move
don't.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're up in the price. Whatever. Let's say they are doing really great. They're doing better than anybody by landslide. Sure.
Okay.
But like, if everybody else is like saying like, hey, this isn't like the course to be staying on, is like separating PC gaming from non-PC gaming. We're just gonna make PC gaming, but make it like somewhat accessible for everybody. But we're dropping the whole idea that this is like not a PC. It's gonna have the same capabilities as a PC now, and it's just a PC. And
So wait, so you're saying because that's what the Steam machine
that is what the Steam machine is. Yeah, that's not like, I mean, it's a console in the sense of like what people think of when they think of a console.
Plug and play.
Yeah, it's a plug and play computer. I mean, and granted, that is what a console is a computer, but like internet capabilities, external programs is like the big differentiation between a console video game machine and a computer. Basically, is can you run external programs on it, and like without having to jump through so many hoops. And if everybody's just seeing like, well, putting all those hoops up and everything, it doesn't really, like, people don't want that, and so we're going to make stuff for people, like for the computer people, and you just leave the race. And it's just like, do you win a race if you're the last one running when all the money is like gone and nobody wants to participate in the race and the audience is gone, you know?
Well,
and I'm not saying that that's financially what will be the case for Nintendo, but it's like, is that really winning a race if everybody just like, yeah, I finished, I'm kind of done here, and there's another race over there and it's paying money, and there's no more money?
I would say yes. Like, you're
like
winning
you
it
win
because people are still buying. If people stopped buying Switches or whatever.
Yeah. But like, I mean,
yes,
did Vietnam win the race or win the war? You know,
So
it's
this
just like,
is
well,
where,
we
like,
pulled out, so I
this
guess
is-
that means they won.
this
But it's
is-
just like a lot of people died, nothing was resolved.
But that's where the allegory, the metaphor, whatever's like runs short, because like Nintendo, if for one, PlayStation is still doing their thing. Like, they increased the
For
prices.
right now, but I don't know if they will be for another
I think
10
they will,
years.
because they still have like all these exclusives they're saying they're coming out with that won't be on PC. They're trying to keep it exclusive.
I'm seeing so
the
many
meta-
people switch. So many regular people.
The meta is you get a Nintendo console and then you get a PC. That's the meta. Or if you're rich, you just get all three. You just get a PC.
Well, if you're rich,
Switch.
I've noticed like rich people just kind of like they'll get the consoles, but they don't really play them all that much.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Like if you
a lot
have
of
access
times
to a
you don't have
computer, you
time.
have access to the best of the best.
Yeah, but like PlayStation, like I said, they're doing exclusive. But I want to move on from this.
That was the only
nerd
thing.
stuff.
I've been trying to kind of like figure out where like, yeah. Anyway, so what's the other thing?
Okay, so I got a bunch of these. Let's talk about this one because it's probably going to be your favorite of all the crap I'm going to talk about.
Oh no,
So
that's not a good sign.
your hero.
Oh no, JRE.
No, the other one, the other J. He went on. He did an interview. This is like 2 or 3 days ago. JS. So he goes on and I didn't read the full context because I'm a great journalist myself. I'm just gonna look at the headline basically. But he said, he's like, yeah, Friends just kind of copied my work.
Don't tell me who this. I wanted to try and figure out. I'm like, who is this idiot? Like,
he's like, yeah, Friends really just kind of copied my show. It's like,
his show.
Except
his show.
Well, so I wrote it that way because I don't know if he said that, but I was like, I bet if I say his show,
He said there was a copy though. Did he say there was a copy?
He said Friends copied his show. That was the headline.
No, he said this, but you didn't read you didn't listen to the interview?
I listened to like the blurb when they're talking. It's like, oh, and Jerry Seinfeld says that Friends actually took a lot of inspiration, maybe even copied his show, and that's why It was so popular.
Now, are they alluding and if you take the context
Lisa
clues, this is what he
Kudrow,
says.
I don't know. I didn't even listen to what he said. I listened to the blurb. Like
that's
I said,
kind
I'm
of an
a
issue
great
because
journalist, right?
Well, that's like,
But
they just try and get the headlines,
but-
and it's like he might not even said anything.
Exactly. So that's why we're talking about it, because we want to sensationalize it. It's like, can you believe this happened?
Well, I can't say that. I can't criticize him
that's
if I
how
don't
you
know
do-
if he actually did anything. This could be a journalist being a piece of crap.
So like
Interviewer or
I guess he
whatever.
walked by Lisa Kudrow, which was Phoebe on the show. She's
The
like,
blonde one?
yeah, the long blonde one.
Okay. What was she? The ditzy one or something?
She's kind of a damn. That's why I don't want to swear, because I'm like, it's so much better if she's kind of an idiot versus she's kind of a fucking moron. You know, there's a big difference. Anyways, she was like a masseuse, and she just did like.
She would meet up like she
just
only
do
had
weird-
one
she'd do, like,
client in the
weird
show.
stuff.
It was weird. She was a masseuse, but she only had one client. It was like this one guy.
Anyways, so he walks by her on the street or whatever, and he goes like, "You're welcome."
Did that happen, or
She's like, well,
that's like a joke you're making?
Thank you. They mentioned something like that, but like that's how it came across. Was like he's walking by, "Oh, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, you're welcome." And she's like, "Yeah, no, thank you." Like, yeah, and then the newscasters are like,
You're
yeah.
welcome for what Larry David did that I stole credit for. It's like, dude, get out of here.
But they're talking, and
Isn't
she's
he
like,
bald
it's
now?
kind of
Because he's
not.
psychotic.
Maybe he's got like the recessed. I don't know, but
He's like
I looked
buzzed
him up,
or something.
I looked him up to see how old he was, and it was like
he's 80.
No, he's 72 right now, and
70s.
He still has his hair from what I can see. Anyways,
keep going.
so I mean, just that. Oh, but that was the other line. It's like, oh, but Friends was just with good-looking people.
Is that? He did not say that.
What if I told you this was all AI generated? None of this happened.
And then I'd just be upset for you bringing it up.
I guess no. All that really did happen. Maybe not exactly the way that I said it, but those were all things that I.
Well, they kind of took this from me. Not even Larry David. Larry David had nothing to do with
my
it.
show was really inspirational.
It was my show. I'm Seinfeld. I made sure everybody.
It's got my name on it.
I did all the writing. There was no other writings. There was no other actors. It was all me. There's no collaborative expert. Okay, dude. Well, can we see some of your stuff when there's not a collaborative effort?
What's the deal?
Yeah, why don't you go watch my awesome movie, Unfrosted? Yeah, absolutely, Jerry, absolutely.
Well, what about the B movie?
That was also a collaborative effort, but
He didn't know. He wrote it. He wrote it.
Yeah, we talked about that though. Remember, there was like 6 writers. He was just like the first one.
He came up with the. He's like, what about a B? Then?
Yeah. That was the joke. He's like,
right,
he wrote it. Oh, what about a B? That doesn't want to be a worker. I mean, I don't want to. That's why I'm here. I'm rich.
But they were talking about that. It's like, they'll never have to work a day in their lives now because of that show, because of the residuals, like the Friends people and Seinfeld. Why not?
And Seinfeld. Well, maybe not Kramer.
It's like, wow, you'd never have to work
Kramer.
a day in your life, and you're still working. That's incredible.
Who said that?
No, that's
not.
me.
None of them work though.
No, they do. Like Matthew Perry before he died of an overdose.
What? Which one is he?
Chandler. He had sex.
Are we talking
with
about Seinfeld?
Seinfeld? No, we're talking about Friends.
Oh, I don't know any of those people.
All right. Well, he was.
Okay, so they died.
What's the deal? Or no, what was his thing?
So he died of like a coke.
What was Chandler's thing?
He mixed vodka and cocaine and meth together.
No, he overdosed on like cocaine. Can you help me out? Do you know what I'm talking about? You watched the show, right?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Brooker, Friends has been
I-
dead for over 60 years.
Yeah, okay. What is Chandler's little? Because Joey's like, "How you doing?" And then
Which his catchphrase?
Oh yeah, no, that's what Chandler's was. It was like, "Could I be any less funny?" And like that. That was his thing.
He would say that over.
He would say, "Could I be?" and then any more or any less.
So he had a
whatever.
catchphrase.
Yes, he had a catchphrase.
This show had a catchphrase. And
Joey had one too. He said, "Hey, how you doing?"
And you watch this ironically, right?
So I haven't seen every episode, but I would watch it on TBS after Seinfeld because it would play on TBS.
That's what he meant by they copied. He's like, no, I didn't say they copied me. I said they followed me. followed me in the block. They literally aired after Seinfeld.
But there was a time
in
where
the
like
time slots.
I liked Seinfeld, and then like
Seinfeld's a good show.
I liked Friends, and I was like, no, I don't really fuck with, or I don't really mess with. Sorry, I don't mess with Seinfeld, and I like Friends more. And then now I'm back on the like, no, Friends was always terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I liked it as a literal 12-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm making. I mean, like, we don't have to worry about any like people that did like it growing up. I don't have to worry about that with like older generation. My generation, if Stevie watches this, if Stevie watched this and she still watches it and she likes it, I'm gonna have a talk with her. But
we were on a break.
We were on a break. I don't even know what show this is from because I don't even. Friends. Okay, yeah.
So Ross, he has sex with a different woman.
Isn't Brendan Fraser in that show?
No.
The Mummy guy.
No, he's not.
What was he in?
Maybe he was in George of the Jungle. That's what you're thinking of.
He was in something else. He was in like a TV show, wasn't he?
Wasn't he in like Firefly? Or no, that was that other dude that looks kind of like him.
Wait, was he in what was that? Cheers or something? Or Frasier? Was he in Frasier? What's Frasier?
I think that's a spin-off of.
He was
Happy
something.
Days
Brendan Fraser was the guy, like right? Like he had something that got him into Mummy. Mummy is what was his big thing, but like, didn't something get him into Mummy?
What Brendan Fraser's filmography? What got him famous? No, you can't look it up. You're not allowed. She doesn't care either. You know, let's just move on.
Wait, she's looking it up. She's looking it up. But we'll keep talking while she's doing that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just like a show with catchphrases, and I know.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Wanna sex?
Yeah, but like, listen.
I'm an actor in the show.
To prove my point and don't say anything. Like, just be quiet. Like how you doing? So I went to, it's just like we had to wait for that laugh track to fucking go.
The laugh track.
I mean, was that funny? How you doing?
I'm so tired of people like
dissing on the laugh track. I know. I'm not trying to, but I'm just like, catchphrase, like, I don't know. Remember when? I don't know which one's a lower form of humor.
Is that a TV show?
What show is it?
I've never heard of that. Encino Man?
Encino Man? What?
That's where he got famous, apparently.
Oh, he gets shot by a Hispanic ray or something that turns him into El Chino Man.
It's a comedy film.
Encino Man. So I guess it was just Mummy.
Oh, no, he was... Well, wasn't Mummy what made him famous?
Yeah, but I thought there was some stepping stone.
That's what the first one was. Everything I see says this is the first one where he started gaining, like...
What, Encino Man?
Yeah.
I've literally never heard of that.
It's Chino Man. It showed a monkey drawing.
The first one was, I gave you the first one.
All right, well, we're moving on now. I'm done.
Moving on.
I'm done with Friends. I still have all these topics I want to talk about.
Why do you got it? We can run late. You know that, right?
No, we're not allowed to.
Yeah, audience have spoken. The longer format is all right sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, since our last episode, the camping one was so popular, that one was only 58
Help
minutes.
us, audience. We need more views so I can be right instead of Brooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the freaking Jerry Seinfeld just like...
He's honestly a genius.
All right, now let's move on because now you're going to get me started. I would like that though if like he really didn't say copied that. Like the journalist took, they followed like a lot of what we did, and he was just referring to the time blocks, and they're just like, Jerry Seinfeld says they copied his ass. It's just like
Lisa Kudrow gives a little tip of the hat.
I explained what what a neck beard, like a Discord, a fedora tip was. Oh, yeah. Like to Gracie. I was like talking to Grace and she was like, I was just like, yeah, it was like, because we were talking about like the new message upgrade for our phones.
Oh yeah, because AT&T.
Yeah, and now it's like you can like and emote like an emoji to like a message. I thought that was just an iPhone thing, but we can do it. We were talking about it, and then I was talking about, I made like a new one of the fedora tip. And she was like, I'm like, what do you mean? And I was just like, oh, well, like, me and Hannah had to like explain. It's like, You know how like if I describe somebody as a flamboyant gay person, like not only with their mannerisms, but like certain like not catchphrases, but like terminology and stuff, like you would know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, basically there's that, and they call them like neckbeards or fedora dudes or something. And it's just like, you say like online stuff. They have their own voice. It's very similar. It's like an archetype almost.
What they're like, what are we? Is that what you're talking about though?
Yeah, like the, hello kitten.
Hello, kitten.
Hello, kitten. It's time for you to come in.
Well, let me sidetrack you real quick. There's somebody in my game. I was playing a game,
Oh no.
and they were doing that with me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, whoa, you're really good. He's like, thank you, kid. No, well, make sure you win. Whatever. And then I would start doing it with him, and Julie's like, can you not do that? It's really cringy. But I'm like, I get what she's saying. But that's the point. It's like, I don't know.
Maybe Julie, do you have like a dark history with a Discord moderator? She said no. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, I had to explain that to Gracie. It was funny. It was kind of similar to like last week's or the camping episode where we called it last week's episode, but it was 2 weeks ago because we're filming back today.
2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, but like when we were describing a Discord kitten to Dad, he's like, "What is that?"
What is a Discord kitten?
A kitty? Like a cat? Yeah.
We're laughing at
Oh yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got some other stuff. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one you're gonna really like. So Spirit Airlines is shutting down.
Yeah. What is Spirit Airlines? I heard somebody else said this, and then
like,
somebody sells
it's like
they're gonna buy it to save it.
It's like super cheap airline. And
I thought that was American Airlines or something.
Well, there's a bunch of them, but Spirit is one of
No.
them. And then isn't the government trying to buy it? She doesn't know. Okay, well, she gave me the headline. She's like, I don't know.
So, like some cheap company, like is out of money?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I know United, American.
Frontier.
I get like it doesn't sound super like I have never heard of Spirit Airlines until
I'd never
recently.
heard of it until this article.
Yeah, until this article.
I guess it's like super cheap, and there's a bunch of memes about it online.
What are the memes about? Like
just like how cheap it is, and it's like crappy, and so it's like a stick that's flying in the sky, and it's like, oh, well.
Okay.
I just made that up. It's just like, imagine it's like, oh, it's just really cheap, and you make jokes about
you see that movie where like you can see the ground beneath you, and when they're taking off, and they're cheap. That's I don't know.
There's something like that.
Slow headlines, I guess, except not really.
Yeah, that one was an L.
It's not even an L. It's just like I don't know why they're like because like I heard about this too, and it's like again I don't know why they were talking about it. It's just like Spirit. It's like okay, I don't have stocks in that. Like does anybody have stocks in this?
Well, part of it is like, well, imagine you used it, right? Like if you flew a lot and you're trying to do it
I don't think they were all that like available for a lot of places. Did they fly all over the nation?
I don't know. I've never heard. Again, I never heard.
Maybe they're like a European, no,
because it's the U.S. government trying to buy it.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
what about this
cringe for the government to be buying private company. I mean, maybe it's fine. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we were talking about the 2 weeks ago that the grocery store, the government subsidized grocery stores.
Yeah, but that's not them buying Walmart. That's them saying we're going to make a Walmart. I don't even know if they're subsidizing. They're just going to make sure that like it's like affordable. Like I mean, I'm sure like the construction I think is subsidized, but like for the most part, they're just going to run at like break-even prices. Which is again, it's just like that was another thing that annoyed me when I was like trying to talk to Dad about it. Is just like that already exists. And it's fine. It's just like if you want more expensive stuff or a better quality. I mean, there's a reason people go to Target over Walmart. Like it's like the same stuff, but it's like typically more expensive at Target. It's like because you want like an additional option. And it's just like just because like a Walmart exists doesn't mean a Target's gonna fail.
I'm a total elitist, and that actually leads us into.
That's what. Yeah, you hate Walmart, right?
I won't even step foot in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people are probably going to be like that for the subsidized market, but people who have no choice will have that option. I don't see the issue.
I don't either.
A lot of people playing chair economics to me, I guess.
Lol. Did you see that Walmart is shutting down their self-checkouts?
I guess kind of
entirely. Like they're trying to phase it out entirely.
It's a weird step.
Well, it's weird because of the
the trajectory of like what we're doing and everything.
Because it wasn't always a thing, right? Like it was originally when for the longest time, there was no self checkout. It was always like, you know, you have to go to a cashier, and then they started pushing like, oh, it just exists if you have short items.
To speed up the.
And then it became, you know, around COVID time or whatever. It was no, like we prefer you to do self checkout. And then a cashier is like for old people, basically, that are like, I don't understand this crap, whatever. And then now it's like, no, we're trying to phase it out entirely.
It's just like a weird, all that money dumped into it, and now we're just like,
it makes,
and I get like you don't want to do the sunken cost fallacy, so like I appreciate that, but like it just seems like
why do
a
you
weird
think they're doing
backstep. I'm trying to figure out.
Do you think it has to do with like the shoplifting angle?
Yes. But like also it is weird to me because it's like I would imagine they would be pushing for only self checkout and then making it like AI related somehow.
Well, so it makes it because it kind of like there's like that weird balance, right, between how much money they would lose from people stealing, doing like false like scans or whatever.
Yeah.
Versus like we don't have to pay someone to stand for 8 hours. Just to do that when we can just make the customers do it themselves.
Yes, yeah, except like that only, it works in a vacuum that is non-existent to our reality because it's just like there's so many. It's just like, what about the stuff that has the tags? Well, we'll go get somebody for that. Okay, so you'll need a person regardless.
Well, that's how, because there's one person, but they're manning like, you know.
Yeah, they are manning like 8, and for the most part, they don't have to do stuff. However, I mean. Yeah, I think they're probably losing more money from the shoplifting, especially with how the economy is right now, where like people are falling on hard times. So it's just like I can see like theft and other crimes are going to probably rise more and more unless things get better.
And I remember I honestly, if I could always do self checkout, I would. Mainly just because I hate the way they're so wasteful. And I know they're trained that way. I'm not mad at them specifically or individually. But, like, when I bag, I try to load a bunch of stuff in as much as I can.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, I don't know. Actually, like, there wasn't all that much. Like, you kind of had your own individual. I see what you're saying, though. Yeah.
But, I don't know.
They're probably playing it safe because you don't want the bag to rip.
It just bothers me so much. And now they have it set up at Target where you have to have like 10 items or less to do the self checkout.
Yeah, that's how it is at a lot of places.
And I'm like, I hate it. Let me self checkout. I get it done faster because then you get that old person or not. Even
like I'm telling you, like me and Hannah went to Walmart and we were at the self checkout. We had like 2 or 3 people bringing in a cart, like an entire cart of maybe. I want to say there was 200 items in it, and they were trying to do the self-checkout with that. We had like 2 people, just when we were trying to check out, and I'm like, yeah, that's going to not only shut that down, those 2 registers for like 30 minutes, like they're also going to be probably stealing. And they were just like, dude, you got to, no, go over to the And I was just like, if that was just my one-off, I only go to like Walmart once a month, maybe once every 2 months, because Hannah usually does the shopping, or we just go to Winco. Like if that's just the one instance that I'm there in like every 3-4 months, is that's happening every time. And it's just like they probably like scan an item once and but they should have scanned it like 6 times.
I mean that's like symptomatic of the whole like it just takes like a couple people to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah,
because like I get like a decent amount and I'm done scanning within like 5 minutes.
Yeah, same.
Compared to like sometimes I get like a slow person that's doing my
Granted, I never really get more than 20 items though, like in one go.
Well, when we go like big shopping, which and that kind of brings me back to, you remember that? This is a tangent, but when we were kids, there would be like shopping, and then we'd call it big shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. I mean, a lot of people. That's another thing that's like, I am happy that I'm privileged. I don't have to deal with this. Where like people live like an hour and a half away from the nearest like place to get food, so you had to only do big shopping, and you had to make sure like I'm just like I just get what will last me that week, and then I'll just go back next week because it's just on my way home. And I like
I
having
remember
that.
I would go shopping after I got off work too, but I worked at a Chick-fil-A that was, because most Chick-fil-A's
in the same,
are
like,
attached
parking
to
lot,
Targets.
yeah.
Same parking lot. So like, oh sweet, just get that and then drive home. Perfect, easy.
Yeah.
Because it's just making that drive. The shopping is usually
It's
whatever.
making that
It's
drive.
just making that drive.
Yeah, you have to interrupt your day.
And then you
to
put
do
it
it.
away. Anyways, I could complain.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that is kind of, yeah. I'll tell you this, like Kohl's, like I got insider information on that one of just like they don't have a loss prevention.
Yeah, it's so easy to steal.
Not even just so, like apparently like just people would just like they have like so much of the stuff bolted down now, but like people would just go in there and
you just get a button and just walk out.
and then just walk out and nobody's allowed to stop you, and there's no loss prevention in the entire like state.
They also moved all their checkouts to just one side of the building. You see them
Yeah.
out the door,
Yeah, I
just
saw that. Yeah.
They can just go out the other door.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one will even notice.
Well, we noticed.
They notice they're just not allowed to do it. Nobody's allowed. I don't know. Kohl's, man,
So if you want to steal,
I mean, yeah, do it.
hypothetically.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like Kohl's is so mismanaged in so many different ways. The amount of corners they freaking try and cut, yet you still see like these exuberant executives, and it's just like, or these regional managers making so much money for doing jack all. It's just like
but I mean,
the amount of times they would come
that's not
in.
exclusive to Kohl's.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to Kohl's. It's just like if you're struggling, you should probably cut useless appendages like that. And it's just like, but it's like, no, let's just cut the wages. And it's just like, okay.
I mean,
Have fun.
It is known. It is known. But I mean, I feel like we've kind of talked about this a lot in our podcast.
I mean, that's all I have to say on that one.
All right, so this is why this episode is AI generated. If you haven't figured it out already, it's not really me talking. I don't even have to do the voiceover anymore. I just put in like a couple prompts, and then it does like an image of me doing this or
And
whatever.
then a cherry.
No, I mean, if I wanted to, I could. But I mean, I can have it automate where I hunch over, where I put my leg up.
Where are you going with this?
So YouTube does this cool thing.
Uh-oh.
You can ask AI to come up with like video topics or whatever. It's like, what do you want to make, and we'll give you some ideas. And it was kind of weird because like I had uploaded this, and I was like, what the hell is this? So I'm looking at it, and it'll like generate the titles for me. So it's like TBEB episode 26, and then this is a topic or whatever. So more so, rather than wanting to talk about what it's giving me the idea of, I want to talk about the idea that it gave and whether or not it's worth a crap.
Okay.
So I wrote down
It is funny that they like
3 of them.
I do want to say it's just like, like if you take a step back, it's just like if this AI thing doesn't take off, like like they're saying it will.
Yeah.
Like, can you just imagine, like, oh yeah, like just
Remember
historians.
2026, like,
Well, just like historians looking like, yeah, in like 2026, they were just like, they were so desperate to make this thing work, they would just shove it in everybody's face, and it's just like, how pathetic. And it's just like, because it's just like, did you ask for that? Are you paying for that? And it's like, no, it's just like astroturfing, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe they're doing it in all the countries because we're all so super connected with it, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just so in everybody's face, and you have to use it. And it's like, and if you have any reservations for it, screw you.
it's
It's like, you're gonna have to hear about it.
well, and part of AI, like it listening to my conversations, it's frustrating because I'm starting to get targeted ads now where it's like, hey, are you tired? It's like when I first started streaming or whatever, it's like I had to manually edit all of my clips, and I hated it or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But now I just use AI, and it does
I mean,
everything
that one's
for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've had targeted ads for the last like 8 years.
Yes,
And
I mean, they've been-
I've always enjoyed targeted ads
I
because it's just like,
can.
just show me what somebody put the effort in to find out what I want,
So-
and then I'll decide if I want it. And 95% of the time, I don't care. But there's the 5% where it's like, oh yes, that's a great idea.
Well,
I have been
it's
looking
like
for
there's
that.
pros and cons because like sometimes you might see something you want, but like it is problematic that it's like it's just listening to you and it's
Yeah,
figuring out
but I
what
mean,
you want. 'Cause
yeah,
I'm like I don't. can you turn that off? I don't.
No,
think
you
so.
can't. But you do have to, like, unless you want to sacrifice so much of your life, which I don't.
I don't know.
There's so many, like, it's annoying. You have to take the good with the bad, but it is just like, I mean, at the end of the day, I have no power. There's no purpose in me trying to hold on to any power.
I get
it's
what
like
you're
if they want to
saying.
murder me, I'll be dead tomorrow. If they want, like, if they have a problem with what I'm saying, I'll be dead tomorrow. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just like I have no power, and I probably never will.
Well,
and it's just
that's kind of what I get down to. Like sometimes I'm just like, well, it's I have no say so. Like
yeah. So at the end of the day, they'll if they want to murder me and then say that, like, yeah, whatever they want to
suicide
say.
by two
Yeah,
shots
and
in the back of
he
the
had
head.
like 20,000 children murdered in his basement. Really? Yeah. You know, it's just like, okay, well, that's what the news says. So, you know, and it's just like, and I'm not like making fun of people for believing the news, but it's just like you have no way of like fact checking every single thing forever all the time. You know, it's just like, so it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I mean, nothing I can really do. And if I want to go in the war against that, I mean, that's just like, that's not in the cards of how I want to spend my life.
Well, going back to those targeted ads, it's like, I'm kind of just ignoring what you were saying, but it's talking about, it's like, if you don't have fun editing, like, at all, or it's like, then there's a problem or something like that.
You do need to enjoy the process of what you're doing.
Because I enjoy editing. Like when I'm like making it, like legit, I'll be watching stuff and then I'll look back at it and I'll just start busting out laughing. I'm very proud of how this is turning out. And to me, it makes me wonder. I'm like, would it be worth it if? Because I don't have an interest in just AI doing all the work for me.
Yeah. Me and Gracie were talking about this.
But it does make me wonder, like, if I did do it, it's like, could it make something that I'm like, wow, I actually would be proud of this? Like, if it was something I made, like, is this something that I think something I could do and I could make and it'd be, like, valuable? If that
It just depends what their purpose with making it is. I mean, it's just like, if you're just trying to make money, I think there's avenues to make shortcuts. If you have no care or for your craft or whatever, I just find that a very empty life. I mean, it's just like, if you're just, I don't even, I mean, like, it's like, are you even alive? You know, there's like a difference between living and surviving.
Yeah.
So, like, just decide where that line is. I think so many people is just like, I just want money so I can, I don't know. I can't even really make fun of it because it's just like, man, it's just like, that be you. That's not like, just seems like a hollow life. I get the appeal though.
There was another one. It was it's like this lady. She's talking. She's like, I used to have to write everything and then actually record it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, but now I use this person. She's like, and I'm going to show you blah blah whatever. She's like doing the test. She's like, so which one do you think's real? And I remember watching. I was like, I'm pretty sure these are both AI. And then they say, you know, that's the reveal at the end. It's like, oh, you thought?
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like, got you. And I was like, no, I could tell. It's like there's artifacts. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. We'll have that taken care of.
And then all the comments are like, yeah, we could tell it's AI. Like, it's very noticeable. Like, because you can, there's just kind of that way that they talk.
Well, I mean, that's also the aspect of it. And that was the big thing I told Grace. I'm like, the big issue with it is just like, what's the freaking point? Because it's just like, if I want to hear a story,
workflow.
I understand for certain work, but again, it's just like again, like, you know, if we can do it and we have more time off and things are cheaper, sure, that's not going to happen. So what's the actual enjoy? Well, the richer people can get richer.
Well, no, like it really.
And it's just like, and I get that, but it's just like on the creative front, like even if you're not creative, it's just like you should like what is even the point? Like the whole purpose of me consuming entertainment made by somebody else is seeing the inflection of that person, though that group, whoever made that or individual that made that, there is their essence creating that. It is
the human element.
The human element. Their experiences led them to like a good example I revealed to them is just like Star Wars. Like it's like you can learn so much about like your own life and your reality. Not like it's like, oh, what, you're saying people can use the Force? No, I'm not saying that, but like, I'm not saying like everything is real, but it's just like, in the situation of Star Wars, for example, It's like you can see how people would react in XYZ scenarios. And it's just like, well, they wouldn't actually react like that. And it's like, no, but somebody thought this was believable enough that they would. And that's, you know, like to go back to when we talked about The Boys, of just like, you know, when we first saw the first season, I felt like it was so heavy-handed and stuff wouldn't do it. And it's just like, there's still merit into somebody thinking, hey, are we pushing the envelope? Are we not?
Yeah.
Because it's just, then later down the line, it's like, well, it's not really heavy-handed. It's like people would do a lot of that stuff, or even more ridiculous. And it's just like, they're like The Room, a great example. It's just like, wow, something led up to somebody seeing reality in a certain way, and then being so involved in the creation process that like the end result was this. It's reflective of that individual, those individuals, of their life experiences and everything. And it's just like, you take all of that out, what is the point then? It's just like throwing up a bunch of words up in the sky, and then they fall down, and it's like, oh, it makes a cohesive sentence. And it's just like, yeah, and I can maybe still find meaning from that, but it's just like that's only half of why you should ever really engage with anything creative.
No,
it's just like,
but I mean, it's the same talking points we've talked about. Like, because I agree. I think there will always be value in just the allegory that I think makes most sense is like a staged prank or a staged video versus like one that's actually candid. Like when people know, it's like, why are people filming? It's like, it takes away from the specialness.
Yeah, it's just like, so, you're not getting an actual reaction. You're not getting an actual scenario of like, could this even be done? You know, it's just like, if it's in a sound stage, you know, and it's just like, then what's the point?
It makes it special. It's like, wow, this is something that happens.
It makes it authentic, and again, the human drive for so many things, the reason why we communicate with other people, the reason we engage in fiction or entertainment, is to learn more about the reality we live in. Well, and it's just like, and if that is not a reality we live in,
good.
If that's not a reality we live in, or even reflective of that in any way, and all those aspects have been pulled out, then it has no use for us.
And I think something that really illustrates the point, or that would illustrate the point, is like, imagine a song, right? Like there's like these really emotional songs where they're talking about something, like pouring their heart out, right? And like talking about their experience, or like a loved one or something like that. You could have the exact same song, but if you knew it was written by a machine, it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
It's just talking about a concept.
Again, it threw up those words and they landed together. It's the same level as that. Maybe there was an algorithm that decided how those words would fall down, but it's like, it really is just like, it's a random chance thing. Now you can take away something from that, but it's just like, it's not reflective or story indicative of anything. And that's probably like the only actual value you can get, is like how the machine, why the machine got to that point. That's the only real value you can get from that, because again, it's just like, what is that actually helping you communicate with your reality? And it's just like nothing really.
Well, I feel like we talk about the same talking points. Like, we get into AI, we get into politics.
I knew a guy, and I guess he was in the military, but he never saw active duty or whatever. But he's like, here's a song I wrote, and it's just like, it's like the lyric. Yeah, I mentioned this maybe. Did I mention on? Yeah, it's like lyrics of just like, I had to duck while my brothers had to like get shot by bullets, and I had to in the life of a child. It's like, but you never saw combat, so this didn't happen. He's like, well, yeah, I put it in AI, but like, I made that.
But yeah, well, that's the exact thing. Is like writing a song and it never happened. Like, so that's the same thing. Like, it's the same thing as if
now with AI, it's even easier to do that.
Well, exactly. Like, imagine AI never existed, and you do that.
You just steal somebody else's lyrics. Yeah.
Well, or no, not even stealing somebody else's lyric. I'm saying, imagine he just made that song. He's like, oh, I did this, did this. It would diminish it. It's like, well, this didn't really happen. Yeah. So what is this?
I was just saying, like, before we had AI, it was just called what it is still, but just used a different name, theft.
Yeah.
And plagiarism.
Yeah. Okay, so going to these topics, right? So these next three are created by AI, and again, if you want to talk about them, like the ideas, whatever. But I want to know like what you think about the ideas.
And if there's any usefulness from it.
Okay, so here's one.
Okay.
The great debate regarding social etiquette rules. Now, me and Julie had the same thought, right?
When did we talk about that?
What?
Is that just me?
No, these are new ideas.
New ideas.
These are new ideas. This is
Oh,
like,
this is like make the next episode about this.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I was like, I don't remember.
No,
What was
so
it?
The great debate regarding social etiquette rules. And then me and Julie were just kind
I
of
feel like
what does
we've
that
already
even mean?
talked about that.
Like what? What do you mean we've talked about that?
Well, just like Dad always brings up my lack of consideration for social etiquette rules. But I don't think we've ever. I don't know if it's like I think at most I could maybe juice that conversation for 10 minutes. But it would be retreading a lot of who I am. Everybody who knows me have heard these talking points. I mean, we can go into the cussing. I mean, that's kind of what we did.
It's kind of so, yeah.
I do think we need
So
like
what I want to know is
a
what is the great debate? That's what I want to know.
the great debate. That's just what you call like. This is the great debate.
Well, it's just
You
like
know,
a buzzword, basically.
yeah, it's just a buzzword, and you're just like grandizing your conversation with the other.
because-
They do that, you
Because
know.
it just generates like a topic, but it doesn't elaborate on it. So that makes me wonder. I'm like, what is?
It would just be us.
Debate?
It's just us talking about whether like
It's
you
okay.
should respect social norms or not, or social cues or whatever etiquette.
So I thought my first thing was, what does that even mean? And
Social-
I think it's
yeah.
terrible. I think that's a bad idea.
I think it's fine, but I do think again, and I keep telling myself I'll be better about this, but we do need to make our. We should probably have like each podcast about something, like specific and like one topic.
Probably should.
Yeah.
But we probably
We
won't.
probably won't. It's not.
Well,
Having that be accomplished on our podcast is lower priority than me making progress on my progress. And like, and I
here's why I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's why I don't like that. Right.
okay.
Because when I think about podcasts that I might want to listen to, if there's a topic that I don't care about, like a lot of times I'm just like, I'll get so far, give it a chance, and I'm like, I don't care, and that's all you're going to be talking about.
No, it doesn't have to be all you're talking about, but like a central like way that you remember an episode.
But
and
then
stuff.
I feel like
the Mario movie is just like, oh, like everything that like we talked about, I have like a general surface level remembrance of that episode.
That's like that's
and I think that's
kind of
useful.
The monkey are the only ones.
Yeah,
that I
and
actually,
punching the
like,
monkey.
remember.
Yeah, and
but
that's
we
the
didn't
thing.
even talk about the monkey. For
We
that
don't have
long.
to, but like I think like.
But that's what the title.
And
is.
I guess that's more of like thumbnail.
Well, yeah, thumbnail and then that's,
Issues, I
that's
don't
what
know.
the title is just like what's.
Yeah,
Kind
I would say make this title before I hear the other two. Make this title we AI generated everything in this.
Well, yeah, that's this.
Everything
this
is
video is AI generated. That's
this
that's what it's
everything.
gonna
Or
be.
I wouldn't say this video is AI. I'd say like we AI generated something. We AI generated
I have some good ideas.
XXX.
I
I
have
don't
some
know.
good, but it's gonna
Okay.
be it's gonna probably be this video is entirely AI generated.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
Something
that's
like
fine.
that.
Okay, yeah.
Which is
The AI generated episode would also work. I would do that. I like that, like more.
well,
I like.
maybe when you edit.
All right. Shut up. I like the idea of like title card. Like that's what a thumbnail is the title card. Like we did when we grew up watching cartoons, you'd have a title card of each episode.
Yeah, but it was just the title, and that was it.
And sometimes it'd be title cards. They would have like a picture sometimes. Remember that episode of Dexter's Laboratory where he transforms into a rabbit, and it's called Bad Hair Day, and it's spelled HARE.
I know what
and then the
concept
shadow,
you're
and it's a
talking
picture
about.
of him like, oh,
Yeah,
and then the shadow is
your
like of a
favorite
bunny.
show would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's just
Fairly
like
Odd
that's
Parents.
yeah. But like, yeah, like you have a title card,
I know what you're
and
talking about.
thumbnails are the next like creative like aspect of that, and I think like we need to
Well, that's
embrace
why,
that and make sure
because-
that that's
because we haven't done the thumbnails, and it's partially my fault just because.
yeah. I thought that clip of me just walking up in the campsite.
That
video,
one
I
I
thought that
thought
was
was
funny.
good because it's
I thought
like,
yeah,
we're on
it's just like
location.
everything's like all over the place. I thought it was fun, and I like that being the
But the one
thumbnail.
before that was just like a title. It was just a screen grab, and that was
Yeah.
because we were running out of time. I think
Yeah,
because it was
but
so close.
yeah, that's my design philosophy with what thumbnails should always be is the title card.
You should make them. That'd be perfect.
I might again, like once I get my schedule and once I can be on top of my project a bit more, I plan to be more participating with the production of these.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we went on. Those are like the same. We talk about, like, we mentioned something about politics close to the president. We talk about AI.
Talk about my project.
We talk about your project, Seinfeld, and then
Joe Rogan.
We don't even really talk
Seinfeld / Joe Rogan. The comedy sphere.
Yeah. And then. No,
and
I
then
think
video
that's pretty
games.
much it. Well, and video games, but that's pretty broad. That's not as broad.
Like, but it's like the same video games because I hyperfix it. Well, I mean, last week
you're talking about that 1 or 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago.
What, mixtape?
No, that was mixtape. That was last week.
Yeah, last week. And we're sorry if we're getting the weeks mixed up. Again, this is back-to-back episodes, so sorry, guys. But what are the other 2 titles?
Okay, so here's one. This one is whatever. The next one is actually fun. I kind of want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. How to survive a digital detox without losing your mind. Now, how you stretch that out into an hour, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm done with titles like that. I don't.
What, how-tos?
Without losing your mind. That is literally a BuzzFeed article title.
So what,
I'm done. I don't like BuzzFeed.
Okay, so you think it'd be better if it's like doing a digital detox?
The digital, I mean, again, like for the podcast specifically, like what I'd make the things, or are you talking about, are these just good for videos?
I'm talking about if you were just doing a video.
If I was just doing a video, I wouldn't do clickbait titles. I just don't like them. I know that's where you find success, but I was just like, I don't care. Like it's, like, I mean, somebody could maybe convince me.
How would you make that title into a title you would
What's it about? Digital detox?
How to survive a digital detox without losing your mind. It's like, how would you do if you had no phone, no computer, no technology?
Yeah.
For a week, how would you make that into a title? What would your title be?
Caveman Adventures, or the unplugging, or maybe if I wanted to be clickbaity, I'd put like something like unplugging from the Matrix or something, or
so you
the
would
great
do clickbait.
Yeah, if I find them like interesting enough to where it's just like you're also saying something else about it, because it's like by saying unplugging in the Matrix, that would also make me start talking into like what are like some of the side effects of being in the digital aspect, and I think like the title kind of gets me the ball rolling for that. Of like thinking about that, of just like how, like, why would you need to do a digital detox? Well, because it kind of does stuff like I'm trying to do a detox on like Twitter. I think I've talked about this, and hopefully I'm still doing good by the time this episode airs and I'm listening to it, and I hope I'm doing better. But like the only reason I would try and get off of social media is just because I just spend too much time on it. But I'm not normal. I don't have normal social media usage.
Reddit,
like
I think
other
I use a
people.
lot. I don't really use. I don't really scroll on TikTok,
I scroll
Instagram,
on the Don't
really
Starve.
even YouTube.
Yeah, Don't Starve Together forums. I scroll on, and that's my idle
I don't think I'd call
time.
that social media though.
It's not. Yeah, that's the only thing I do, and then Newgrounds.
Is that still up?
Mm-hmm.
I watched a video on that. It was like the complete history of Flash games.
Yeah, Newgrounds. I'm just happy a place like that exists. It's just.
Are they still doing stuff?
Yeah.
Is it still like, can you play games on there, or is it just art now?
Yeah, you can upload like I could upload my game into there. That's how like Flash isn't supported anymore anywhere.
Yeah.
But like they have means of like I could upload a Game Maker engine game to there. Like they have pretty good like stuff, and I think I need to put like certain things in there. Anyways.
Like a demo or something?
Yeah. But yeah, there's like some kind of fun games. They're like the same level as like Flash games. Sometimes they're demos for games that are on Steam.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was talking about, like how a lot of these games are like kind of big deals now, like that they've evolved, like the people that make them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at like, the biggest one is like Edmund McMillan.
Yeah, well, yeah, Meat Boy, and then into Super Meat Boy and Isaac.
Binding Isaac and Eugenics.
Balloons.
Balloons. He made other Time Fakua or something. It's like some incorrect word. It's Time KCU or something like that.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like this. It's this game where, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, but yeah.
Talking about, or what is it, like Flashy Pants? Did you ever play that?
Are you talking about Fancy Pants?
Fancy Pants.
Yeah, Fancy. Yeah, I love that game.
Cool. I was looking at it, was showing clips of it, and I was like, dang, I can do that.
Yeah,
It
dude,
was
that
like
game was
Sonic
so
if it was
big.
cool.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, it's you say you liked it, right?
Yeah.
Telling you, Pizza Tower, dude. It's like the evolution of that game.
No, I think it's a little different.
No, it's the evolution of that game. Because that game plays better than Sonic did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Pizza Tower plays better than Fancy Pants did. But in like the same evolution stream of it, it's just like
Ironically,
people can tell
I
me
like the art style more of Fancy Pants than Pizza Tower.
I can understand that.
But a lot of it is like the stylization of how he moves.
I think there's a lot of really good animation on Pizza Tower.
Did you ever watch or play Line Rider? Did you ever play that game?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
School? Yeah, you can play it on school.
Oh,
my
cool
gosh.
math
I remember
games
I drew him like, and he would like slide down into a pipe, and then the pipe would go through somebody's house, and he's like. And then I'd crash him and then make him like die inside the toilet, and then he's like falling through the thing, and then he falls out into like a spike. Yeah, I love that game.
Oh, that game.
And I loved hurting him. I loved hurting him.
No, yeah, like the goal was you get him off the.
That's a new game for you, you indie game creators. Why don't you give me a game where I can kill the Line Rider, which I might do.
Do you remember there was that one game? It was like the Beat Me Buddy, and you could turn him into like Bill Clinton and like a baby and like.
There was a Flash game where you could do that.
You remember what I'm talking about? And like you got money by punching them and stuff, and then you.
I don't.
You get like a grenade and like fists.
I don't. I know of a Flash game that's like that, and that's about it.
Well, what was it called?
I don't know.
But you know what? It's probably the same thing.
Might have been, yeah. But yeah, I mean, just like.
But it was a Flash game, yeah. You would just beat them up.
My favorite one, and it's the one I always hear about, and I always get like super excited when I hear it, is Classroom, where you like go around your little dot, and you go around and you like have to cheat, and like avoid the line of sight of like the teacher, and like steal, like stand near their notes to steal, and then get back to your desk. Like you can't be seen away from your desk.
Was that the one by the guy that made Newgrounds?
No, it was just like some game. It was called The Classroom. Well, and then it started having all these like intricate stories, which was really funny because they were just like little dots moving around. He's like, dude, you gotta get me. And he's like, if you don't freaking pay off. Yeah, it was a really fun game because that's like it's like a fun stealth game.
It kind of reminds me of those one games. It's like Escape from Prison or whatever.
Yeah.
But you just pick choices. It's like, you know, it's like, do you want to use this tool or this tool? I mean, it's like,
and each one would get you an animation.
Yeah, an animation.
Yeah, I can't remember who that guy, what that video was.
Those, I think those are the same people that made Among Us eventually.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So yeah, I'd like that. That would be cool.
But Line Rider, I need to look up some Line Rider. She didn't know what it was.
Really?
I'm like, oh, you're missing, dude. When I was a kid, yeah, I just be spinning. Oh, and you make these cool. Oh, it was awesome.
Those were fun, dude.
Okay, anyways, see, that's what I like about this is we really can't just talk about anything. We're talking about from surviving a digital detox to like, hey, let's talk about all these games we played when we were kids.
I mean, it really is just getting you BuzzFeed article titles.
Well, and that's what's funny is we're not talking like, that's why our show is so cool.
I would maybe do I like article titles when you're making like a movie or show or game or something. Like, I would play a game called How to Survive a Digital Detox in Today's Era or something. Like, that's the title of a video game. It's like,
yeah.
That's like, okay, there's a story to that. But, like, when it's like an article or a video. What's that one movie, Jay? It's like How to Lose a Guy in 30 Days. Yeah. I love that movie.
So bullshit. Like that's what you like? Stuff like that?
I don't know why, I just like that movie.
I mean the title. I'm talking about like you like the title.
Yeah, I mean like my game's name is like, it's not just this, it's the possession of this person.
Oh wait, I know. What is the title?
You never heard the possession of Tiffany's, I don't know her last name yet. It starts with an S. It used to be something else, but then I found out, I think subconsciously I got it from somebody I actually knew whose name was Tiffany Blank. And I was just like, oh, wait a second. And I'm like, wait, what is that person's name? And I looked at it and it was like slightly different spelling of it. And I was like, maybe I subconsciously pulled that. And I'm like, but I've already labeled everything possession of Tiffany S.
Pots?
As like the short, yeah, I know, pots. I didn't realize that until like a year ago, and I've been working on it for like 5 years. And yeah, but yeah, it's called The Possession of Tiffany, whatever. Sale,
Scott?
Stave, I don't know yet.
Starge?
It could be. I don't know. I got to look into it. It's not a priority right now, but yeah, it's just called that. And but I'm also thinking I might need like a series title because I want to make just two. I want to make the first one and then the sequel, and it's just like, why don't you just make one just bigger one? And it's just like, because the sequel, I want to do a couple of different things than the first one does.
Yeah, and maybe too much of a tone shift.
Maybe, like, not tone, but like gameplay. Like,
yeah, well, that's what
you're
I mean.
introducing. Like, yeah, you know, it's just like I wouldn't have Pokemon Snap part of Pokemon Stadium. I'd have those as two separate games.
Yeah.
But it is a continuation in a lot of ways. So, but so I'm just like the second one probably wouldn't be about like the possession of her as much. So like I should probably have like something and then the title, like, you know, like Series of Unfortunate Events was the name of the book series, and then you had the title The Bad Beginning.
Yeah.
And then you had the title The Snake Room or Reptile Room or whatever. So I was just like, I think I need to do that, but one of the creative restrictions I've put myself in is the plot line and the title that I came up with 10 years ago. I got to keep that and adapt it into what I'm working on now. So like originally it was just a story about, I had like 6 different stories, and I was just like, which one would work for a Pokemon game? And then I was like, well, I guess I could make, instead of Pokemon, they're like demons, and I could take this one story called The Possession of Tiffany, and I guess I could like kind of rework it a little bit. And I liked that creative restriction. Why are you smirking? What?
I was just looking at this dumbass Mario character.
And Miyamoto, he's like, so there would be these turtles and these mushroom things. I'm a genius. I'm so smart. You know, Peach and Rosella, you know, they're gonna have Rosalina. No, he doesn't even know the characters' names. He's so detached.
Well, I'm just thinking because Mario looks like a dumb.
They don't even have Luigi on here. That's funny.
That's what I was. That was another thing. I was like, because
Screw Luigi.
You have like Yoshi on there.
Yeah, you should
really
have
doesn't
Luigi.
Even do anything.
Yeah, he is just an appendage. Yeah, you should probably have like Luigi right here and then Bowser in the middle, because he like these 3 are friends. You can make it all 4 are friends, and then the guy in the middle is the bad guy. That's how I would do this graphic design if I cared enough.
But I just also love that Bowser Jr.'s eyes are like disgusting.
Yeah,
and
Bowser is whatever.
Bowser
that whole movie, man. That whole movie, like.
All right, well, we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay? So
yeah. Let's make another episode talking about it.
That's what's so great about this this podcast is that it's like we have
I can cut out all this crap.
Well, no, is that
I'm
like
joking.
we're talking about? It's like the great.
So what's the third one?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I'll get to it. But it's like we're talking about how to survive a digital detox without losing your mind. It's like, no, we're not even going to talk about that. We're going to talk. Is that even worth a title? Like, is that even a good?
Is that
thing?
even worth a title?
Is that even worth talking about to begin with?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one.
And if people want us to talk about it, I can tell them what
I don't know
I
how
do.
You stretch that into an hour without like just completely going off rails like we did. Where we're actually just talking about playing video games to begin with.
I mean, it's like different than our format. They really
like,
sucked with this.
How to survive a digital detox without losing. It's like read a book, go outside,
smash all your. I mean, I could give like a bunch of examples.
Turn off your.
Yeah, it's just like it's such a. Here's the thing: is like it's such a
do things
personal.
That you enjoy.
You need to have a conversation with somebody. It's just like you can't just like give blanket advice.
Well, I guess that's what
it's just
what
like
it wants is just to talk about it, but. Okay,
whatever.
Anyways, it's a terrible topic. The social
What's the
etiquette
third
one
one
is probably the worst. This one's actually kind of interesting, and
Okay.
I'd be willing to explore it. I didn't write down the full thing because it was stupid, but the general idea is a theme park for adults. And what would that look like?
Dave and Buster's. Oh, theme park? Who said theme parks aren't for adults as well?
They're not.
If you want to go, hardcore. They do exist. They're like little like sex meetup clubs. Like I guess that would be kind of like what that is.
That's probably what it was kind of.
Because like what's your?
Well, because like okay, so
again, I wouldn't do a video about that, but like here's the thing: is just like what do you mean by playground? Like, are you just looking for fun stuff to do, or are you looking for rock climbing because that does exist already? Are you looking for rock climbing? I mean, that would be like a. That's so more of a playground.
Yeah. So what
amusement park? It's just like amusement parks are for all ages.
Well, there's theme parks and there's amusement parks, and to my understanding, they're slightly different.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess amusement parks are maybe younger people.
I'd say like, well, see now I don't know.
But it's just like I have never gotten the idea that adults don't go to amusement parks.
Well,
that's never been like an adult exclusive thing.
Well, a lot of it is you bring like small children there. Right?
Sometimes you don't.
So like Disney.
I don't know.
What would you call Disney?
Define the question. Like.
What kind of park is Disney? Would you call it like
advertising wise? It's just like it's a theme park. It's the biggest theme park. That's how I describe it. But if you're wanting it's the magical place to go with your family. It's just like cool. Disney, that's how they advertising it. But it's just like how many adults do I know that just love going there for the Star Wars section?
How about this? Okay, so imagine this, all right?
Which is nothing wrong with.
Let's change the topic, or let's kind of modify it, right, to make it usable.
Okay.
Because I agree, because we went to Universal, right, and it was just me and her. We're not kids, but we had fun on the rides.
Yeah, everybody goes. Like
right.
I mean,
so now let's imagine something like that, because like even Six Flags, like you mentioned,
and only adults can go to it.
Only adults are allowed in. What would that look like? Do you think it
would just be one for one? No, it would just be a one for one, the same thing. I mean, it's just like half the time, if you just go during school years, that's what it is.
There's still kids sometimes.
Sometimes, but like
we
got
taken out of school for amusement park stuff. Like when we went on the cruise as kids, we got taken out of school for that.
Okay.
I remember because I was so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be any different. Like the interests that occur at a theme park to amuse children is the same that amuse adults.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for like, well, what's something only adults can? And it's like, well, the only thing is drugs, sex, and alcohol. Like I don't, which drugs and alcohol are just already so intertwined. So I mean, it's just
alcohol is already available in theme parks too.
Yeah. So it's just like I really don't know. The only thing I could think of is sex-related stuff. But again, those also exist.
To a show, you watch people have sex.
Yes, and that's already a thing. Yes.
At a theme park.
I don't know.
Wait, okay, imagine this, right? Like
a theme park with roller coasters, but also then it's not really.
A Tunnel of Love. You go on like a penis or something as the roller coaster.
If the theme is just sex, it's just like people went.
So, but okay, so
it wouldn't be financially successful.
Meta-wise.
Okay.
So, do you think that's a terrible?
Yeah, financially, yes.
No. Not financially. We're not talking
about. If Mr. Beast could make it.
No, hold on. Let me. Okay, we're taking a step back.
Okay.
Because remember, this is not like these weren't supposed to be. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. Is this a good idea to actually talk about in the first place? Like.
No, I don't think so. No.
So
because it's just like it's a stupid concept.
Because it's a stupid concept. Because adult theme parks really wouldn't be that different.
It wouldn't be a theme. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't even. I mean, that's like a whole separate thing. It's just like a theme park where you can eat as much as you want, and it's just like. It's like, well, then it's not. It's a buffet place, you know. It's just like you're describing something different than a theme park, you know. Like that's the problem with that.
Where you get to ride crazy rides that children couldn't go on. It's like, well, there's a height requirement.
Yeah, there's a height requirement. Or you just go to a theme park and just go to like the scary ones. I mean, it's just like with a height requirement. I mean, it's just like.
Do you remember in Disney the elevator of terror?
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking of.
Man, I remember that one. So I remember I didn't want to go on it, and I think some of y'all forced me. Or something, you're going to go on it because
I don't even like thinking about it. It scares me.
The elevator,
roller coasters in general.
I just remember like just stone face.
I don't. Yeah, like I don't like thinking about them, and if they get wild enough. No, because if they get wild enough, then I just like.
Okay, but on.
And I just relax, and like Like that's the only response I can do, because it's either I'm going to be hyper tensed, freaking out of my mind, heart racing, and I don't like that feeling.
No, dude. That.
And so like if the only way to disengage from that feeling is just to like mellow out. And just
I think that's what I did. I think that's what I was just like. I'm just like.
I remember we went to
from
one
reality.
and it just goes into the dark and you're just flipping around and like and you're in the pitch black. And I was just like, I can't take this anymore. And I was like, and I just like, and I was just like, okay.
I remember.
Like I couldn't do it anymore. I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna disengage.
Well, there was one.
And relax.
Do you remember when we were kids?
And that was all right.
Maybe you do. It was like the Pirates of the Caribbean one. And it's like you see it's like the water.
Animatronics?
No, it wasn't animatronics. It was like water. Like there's like a waterfall, and then it's Davy Jones. He's like, and I'm gonna send you to the bottom of the seven.
I think yeah, and then you go.
You launch. Yeah, you like drop down.
I hate. Let's not talk about roller coasters, dude. They really.
Okay, so
it's very visceral.
Rage Bait is Seinfeld is perfect.
Screw you.
Scooby Doo and
no, I don't want to talk about it. And don't say that.
We're on a roller coaster.
Seinfeld gets me amped up.
Unfrosted's a good movie.
No, it's not.
You see? What's
the
our
adult.
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour.
Okay.
That's all my stuff. We keep talking about.
I just
almost an hour and a half.
Yes.
Oh,
I just want to say the freaking an adult a theme park where you can eat all just perfectly.
You can have as many
where you can have as much food as you want. It's just like.
What about an all-you-can-drink?
Yeah,
it's kind of a funny idea, right? An all-you-can-drink bar, an open bar.
Yeah,
It's like we won't stop you.
We won't. You can drive home.
You can drive home.
But I mean, like, just that's AI generated. It's like a theme park for adults, and it's just like.
Like if you don't think about it at all, it's like okay, there's something
you can pass it, but the moment you start like it's just like only AI could come up with something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like 2 talking points. Okay, you know, and it's just like all right, yeah. I mean, like I know in like I've heard rumors there's things called like donkey shows where you go and you watch a woman have sex
with a donkey.
With a donkey.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's like a thing. I think they're like
part of like
more
white women and having sex with dogs.
There's that meme, but no, there are things called donkey shows in like Mexico, and that it's like a rodeo kind of thing. You go there and you watch this lady get railed by a donkey. There's those. There's like sex clubs you can go to. I mean, it's just like.
What, a theme park?
But that's the thing. It's just like again, like the theme park. It's just like what are you wanting to get out of? Because it's just like again, it's just like. No kids allowed at this theme park, and it's just like
maybe that's just it. Is that there's just no kids, and that's
but maybe I think you do have that at Disney World, where it's like certain days after a certain time, it turns into that. I don't know. It's
maybe.
Like yeah.
But
so
also,
I mean, it's just like I don't know if it works.
Financially, that would never. You probably would never be able to operate, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, now I have to find a babysitter or whatever.
Kids shows where kids aren't allowed to watch them, and it's like your main audience you're choosing to
to purposefully exclude.
Yeah, exclude your primary customer. It's like
well then you get into the argument of like adult animation.
Adult amusement park.
Well, but that's kind of how adult animation started. So maybe like that they'd be on the pioneers.
I mean, here's the thing. It can't exist. It can't like because a lot of people just don't want to have to deal with kids. You offer that space. There is an audience for that.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to figure out a lot of logistics, and it's going to be very risky. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's like... It's like, it's just a lot, and it's just like, why don't you just like take an already existing amusement park and just block out days for adults only?
Yeah.
Start there before you just make... Like, I mean, it's just like... I don't know. But like, again, you go to... the carnival anytime it's in town. I mean, it's just like all adults.
The state fair.
I mean, I guess maybe it's like everybody's legal at this amusement park. You know, it's like that's the only thing I could think of like why you like
sex. It just boils down
like
to there's some sex.
That's the only thing kids aren't allowed to do that adults can. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well,
what do you mean? Well, I mean, is there anything else? kids aren't allowed to do
no,
that adults.
it was just a joke. It was like a.
No, I guess yeah, even kids can have,
Yeah, let me say
but not
that.
with other adults.
Well.
Well,
And that's our show.
in that one episode of Friends.
No, I don't.
You're a masseuse. Where'd you meet him? Well, I actually knew him since I was pretty young. Wow, he must really care for you. He does. He's been giving me stable work for a very long time. It's actually pretty awesome.
It sounds
and,
like a Darman, like
I'd love it. It just turns into propaganda of just like, well, I mean, if you think about it, I wouldn't have had a job for so long if it wasn't for this awesome guy.
All right,
it's
we
basically
gotta, okay. I'm not wrapping up because like of what he's saying. I'm just wrapping up because we need to wrap up, and
it's getting pretty late.
Carter will go for as long as you let him sometimes, so I got to reel him in. So you can say goodbye, but we got to wrap the show up.
I'm trying to think if there's any. So there's not.
You can write it. No, that was everything. That was everything.
That was everything.
Everything I wanted to talk about. So we are going to end the episode now. Thank you for watching. Do all that stuff that YouTubers tell you to do, and unless you have something, we're going to end it. Thank you.